Hello, beautiful people. Psychic Debbie here. Hoping you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Yay! Thank you for joining me today. It's going to be a long night, so it's going to probably be about an hour, hour and a half. I have a bunch of pages of information and predictions for the month of April. I will probably repeat some things, and you're going to go, she said that again, because I was just writing it out. So you'll see. Okay, it might seem a little bumpy, but that's okay. That's okay. We've got a lot of people on chat here. Mazzy, Ben, and Kelly, and Patty, and just all kinds of people. Everybody else has been on here really, really early, probably like 45 minutes ago, some even an hour ago. So, hi, Nicole. And Stacy. Just a lot of beautiful, beautiful people. So thank you for connecting and being here. I really, really appreciate you guys. Hi, Cheryl. I might have some bad news for you guys. I don't know. This might be my last show. So I don't know what you guys think of that, because I'm kind of tired and I don't know. Just kidding. April Fools. April Fools, everybody. April Fools. Just kidding. No, I've got too much information to tell everybody, so I'm just kidding. So, no, I'm just kidding. Everybody's like, what? Teardrops. Teardrops fall. Not funny. People are saying that's not funny. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm just kidding. We need to bring some laughter, right? With all the stuff going on in the world. I just thought, well, I'm just going to bring some laughter in here and change the mood for a little bit. So, I'm going to show you guys. My pages are like this, and I have 13 pages of this. So, like I said, there are going to be some things that I'm going to be repeating, but there's going to be a lot of information in and out of this. Okay. So like I said, I've been channeling this information since February and March. So if there is some things that happened already, it's because I channeled this in February and March. Okay. So I might be like, what did I say there? If I can't read my writing, because like, if you notice, it's kind of scribbly on there. So, okay. Oh my God, you got me good. And I was trying to go between being magnanimous and care about your health and selfish and want to hear you every week. Thanks, Karen. I'm not quite sure which part was winning. Oh my God. Okay, so look at the beautiful flowers. I got amethyst here, so with the purple, and got the squirrel. And see this? Look at this. I got this on Thursday. Isn't that pretty? Made me my thing. It kind of blends in with the rest of the flowers. But also this Thursday, I'm going to be connecting to Azrael, Archangel Azrael. She can bring the darkness into the light, bringing us protection and really, really third eye protection, connecting to the other realm, bringing people from. She's very powerful for mediums and psychics. So connect on Thursday, okay? Going to do a lot of healing. She's got some really powerful healing that she can do for people. And I would appreciate it if you connect on Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific time here on YouTube, okay? Maria, Debbie, do you know what's happened to the Indian girl who's missing from Dominican Republic? I haven't heard. Please put her name down there and I will look it up and see what's going on, okay? I will definitely see what's going on. All right. I better get going because, like I said, I got a lot. So let me do my little angel number like I always do. And today's the first. I don't know if we've ever done number 1 on this. So let's see what the angels want to say. Architect. You have the ability to create. Your world is shaped and altered by your thoughts and words. Right now you're creating, and the powerful forces of the universe are working with you. Remind yourself of this by repeating this mantra. I, Debbie, is the universe is me. They say the I am, but I always do the I is. So you can say, I, Debbie, is the universe, and the universe is me. And I'm only allowing the highest vibration to come through for all of us. We're all protected with happiness and joy and spirituality and prosperity and health. Okay? So I, Debbie, is the universe. So you would say, I, is, and the universe is me. So that you can resonate what the universe wants to bring you. Or if you're going through a hard time, that you get help. Okay? High vibrations all around. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks, Kathy. There's 231 people. Got so much to talk about. Okay. Okay, so let me do my little spiel thing that I do in the beginning. So if you're wanting to send a card or doing healings or donations, you can do it at P.O. Box 5882, Oxnard, California, 93031. Most people know that, but if you don't, that's okay. If it's the first time you're here. So if it's a big package, you can do the street, because some people do not deliver just to a P.O. box. Then the street is 1961 North C Street. And then you got to make sure you have the 5882 on there, Oxnard, California, 93031. Okay. If you want to donate on there, or you can donate also or get a reading at my website, psychicdebbie.com. And then there's a donation page on there too. So the donations that I had went to the dog thing, and I forgot to put it up. So I will get it. I'll show it on Thursday, and I'll show it next week. Okay. And if you guys have some ideas of where to send some donations, give me some ideas, or, or maybe I'll try to find something here. Okay. So also, please, when this video is done, if you can't donate, share, like, comment, ring the bell, make sure you're subscribed, because like I said, a lot of people subscriptions have been taken off, so please double check. I mean, they even did it with my I don't know what's going on. They even did it with my calendar on my thing for my readings, and we're like, where did that person's address go? So it's just they're just being little poopy heads. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. Okay. I appreciate that. Okay. And anybody that's having happy birthday to you. So anybody that having birthdays, yes. A lot of this stuff that I'm going to be talking about, and I know I've been telling you beautiful people this, and I saw a lot of this, what's going on in March and April after the election. And people were saying, are you going to tell us? And I'm like, no, because I thought people are going to go, Debbie, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So take whatever resonates with you, take whatever, whatever. And also I have to say, this is entertainment only. This is just predictions. This is not facts. I am not a doctor. I'm not a financial advisor. I need to say that for legal reasons. So let me talk about the things that have come true. Okay. Let me talk about the things that have come true. A lot of things. Okay. Thailand earthquake. Remember, people even went to my video where I was like, I'm seeing earthquakes, 6.0 or more. And I think I said that last week, and people were like, she said. And so here it was 7.1, I think it was, in Thailand. And then there was also a earthquake it was 7.7. It was the Thailand one. And Tonga, there was a 7.1 there. Okay. So prayers to all those people. What do they say? There's 1,700 people that are passed away, or maybe even 2,000 people are passed away, because they haven't even found everybody from there. So, yeah. So let's send prayers to them on that. All right. Amsterdam, New Zealand, there was 5 people that were stabbed in a market. Remember I said I keep on seeing people like in a market or walking, in Europe and the Netherlands, you got the stores, and it's kind of like a market walking, and someone went in there and stabbed 5 people. I think maybe 2 or 3 passed away from this stabbing. So prayers to them too. And then I know maybe it wasn't last week, but the week before, 24 robbers were knocking on the door. Remember that song? Okay. But anyways, squirrel, sorry. I was talking about, remember I kept on seeing a bubble. Like I was thinking it was a blimp or it was a submarine or something, because they kept on showing me this bubble, breaking apart, or there was some kind of accident. So there was that submarine that sank in the Red Sea off the Egyptian coast, and several have died and many were injured. So prayers to them on that. A 1,000-year-old temple was destroyed because of fire. South Korea, massive fire. And I was saying that kind of thing to you. Samsung's CEO died of a heart attack at 63. So I was saying that people, these big CEOs, And people are like, well, really, Debbie, but I was saying leaders and people that are CEOs, and there's passing away and illness, and it's not going to stop. This month is a lot. I could see a lot of that happening. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of actors and a lot of well-known people that pass away. Okay, BlackRock is to acquire 90% of the Panama Canal ports. They're going to own half and half. So I was forewarning people about the Panama Canal. Their stocks are in that one side, and that's probably one of my predictions too. Is like we got to be careful around the Panama Canal. France is to send, or they probably already sent, a bunch of survival manuals to citizens to prepare for conflicts. I'm seeing conflicts, you guys, conflicts. People might say it's wars. I say it's conflicts. I don't want it to be a war, so I'm going to down it a little bit, okay? Australia closed 2 beaches because of this yellow foam, I don't know if it's poisons or whatever. I know there's a certain word for it. I can't think of it right now, but I was telling you people like there's going to be yuck in the waters and the beaches and the lakes and rivers and things like that. So a major slide road to the Yellowstone Park. I think it's going to be probably closed indefinitely because it was a major slide. I remember many, many years ago, it was probably maybe 15 years ago, me and my husband, exact same thing, a big, huge slide. We had to go all the way around just to get into Yellowstone. So that was happening there. Stock market. I was telling you guys, March, April. I've been telling you guys. So another close call in the Reagan National Airport, again, with planes. Flooding in South Texas. King Charles, remember I said leaders were going to be sick. And I even said King Charles or his wife would be sick. I'm still seeing her being sick. But or something happened around her too. But King Charles was in the hospital due to the cancer, something extra with the cancer. I'm still seeing him being more sick or even passing away or stepping down, something like that. So I'm still seeing that. Massive storms and tornadoes. Beautiful people here have been having a lot of storms and thunderstorms and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. There was a plane crash in Minnesota that ran into a house, and it was a CEO Bancorp, I think it was a vice president of a Bancorp. Again, like I said, all these CEOs, leaders, whatever. If you're a leader, if you're a CEO, play it down, people, play it down. Go to work early, be safe, okay? And there was a plane accident and an air show. They hit each other. Luckily, the 2 pilots jumped out, 2 fighter jets, but it was an air show, crashed, but they be able to do, the parachute and get out of it. Okay, so here we go again. Here we go again. Dun, 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 dun. Got to do the Dolly Parton song there. Okay, so I got to put the fan on because I'm really, really hot. Did you see the video of all the bears, literally hundreds of them at Yellowstone laying on the road, blocking the entrance? It's like they know something was going to happen, and it was the slide. Yeah, but Jeannie, I did see that, but I'm also seeing, because they were saying that the volcano, I'm not saying it's erupting in Yellowstone, but it was a rumbling, and I think that was a lot too of that, where they were going on the road and they're saying, okay, I feel safe on this road, and I feel like it was some of the rumbling, and I feel like there will be some more of that. So, yeah. Do you see us in war with Iran? Right now, unfortunately, I do. Can change, but unfortunately, I do. Yeah. Okay, so let me start. Like I said, I've got 13 pages of stuff going on here. So I'm cooling myself off. It's like, thank you for the fan. Okay, so I don't want you guys to hear all that noise. Okay, so I was showing this, when was I showing this? I think I was showing this, was it this weekend? Yeah, I'm talking to Spirit right now. Sorry, you guys. So I was showing this and they showed it to me like in a dream state, but I was awake. And I keep on seeing, more incidences in the air. Sorry about that. Airplanes and missiles, especially around. I'm seeing that the president or the president family could have an incident with an airplane, helicopter, something in the air. If it's not the president, it could be the president's family. Spirit was saying it might not be as strong for April, but really strong for May. But, there is no time. So, we can jump timelines, they said. So, again, so it could be April, May, or June. But I'm just mentioning because people can jump timelines and prayers out so that we have a different outcome. Okay? Yeah. Justin Warrior, we need help in Canada. We don't want Carney. Yeah. I need to kind of like do a really big thing of Canada, like Australia and all those kind of things. Yeah. So that's crazy. One time, will you tell us about your NDE, Debbie? Yes. I'm going to have to make a video. I want to make a video of it because talking about it is not going to show you. It's not going to tell you. It's a big story. It's a big story. Okay. Okay. So I keep on seeing that was that. So April 2025 can bring a mix of opportunities and challenges all around, okay? Remember, Spirit wanted me to see 1968 and how we are in a whole or worldwide could repeat some of these highlights and energy because planets are so close to being the same. So like major Pluto, Uranus, Saturn movements are key players in this global shift. So economy crisis and political changes. I get that 1968 was a year of global upheaval and transformation, and 2025 has some of the parallels in the finances, health, weather, conflicts, and leadership, but I don't see it as being as bad. Let's hope it's not as bad, okay? So if you notice, I'm kind of like reading this thing off because I'm just like, like I'm writing a book, okay? Hi, Joyce. You're not late. You're not late. Okay, so we know and been shown that 2025 global economy uncertain because of could be uncertain because of AI, major politics, debt, tariffs, and inflation. Okay, there could be a major financial reset and trying to get closer to digital currency replacing the traditional money, which we know. People could say, okay, Debbie. But I feel like they're going to really try it for this month and May, okay? That people could have major protests over wages, economy, because we can't afford to live off of our income. And it's very familiar to 1968, the workers' movement, okay? So there was conflicts, okay? Unfortunately, there was the Vietnam War in 1968, was at its peak, Cold War. And there was the assassination of Martin Luther King and John F. Kennedy, causing massive protests. U.S. now, 2025, the world, the people are protesting hugely in April to get our power back, okay? I'm seeing them wanting to get our power back. Major civil rights movement, social justice, racism, climate change, but mostly the protests could create world records in April, especially if there is a downfall in the market or a fallen leader. Okay, so the market is going down, and hopefully there isn't fallen leaders. But I feel like if there's a fallen leader, it's going to be plug the kids' ears. It's going to be a shit show. Okay. With Pluto transiting into Aquarius, which means rebirth, revolution of society, structures like social change, leadership changes, truth being shown in politics like corruption, lies, division, major social shifts, transformation for the bad or the good. They had me write that all in one sentence. And this is not just for the States. This is worldwide. This is worldwide. Really a lot for Europe, a lot for, I don't know why they keep on showing me Australia, but Europe, this, and Canada. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of this going on, okay? A lot's going down. It is bad just as crypto is, yes. And I forewarn people, and I've been doing readings for people, and I've been like, sorry, people, sorry. I've been warning people since last year. That I know for sure. Someone can't say, oh, you're following everybody else. No, I've been telling people this last year. And that's why I was like, I don't know if I want to tell you people. You know what I mean? So, okay, there could be major changes worldwide and around you and family and friends. If you don't like change, then be in a space of security. Just focus on you, your family, and friends. We can't have greatness without change. Remind yourself of this. Yeah, does it have to be like this kind of change? No, but we can re-change it too. If there's this downfall and if we get together, with the power of us and the people together, we can re-change it. Okay. They're forewarning me, and I'm probably going to mention this a couple times because April 5th, I think there's a lot of protesting going on, definitely in DC. I could see a stampede. I mentioned this last week. Please be careful if you're protesting. I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying either stand in the sidelines. If you're hearing an argument, step away. Don't get into the argument, okay? Because I'm seeing people being a poopy head, like my grandson says, poopy head. I'm seeing them being poopy heads and maybe drive through or hit people or, maybe even trying to shoot at people. So I want you to be really, really careful if you're doing any kind of protesting, okay? You can, you can do, if you're like, I don't want to protest, prayer, thinking about high vibrationally. Like I said, be in that secure place. If it's like, I don't want to hear about this, Debbie, put on the Netflix, put on the Hallmark movies, wrap yourself up, especially this weekend. It's almost like every weekend I want people to kind of cuddle up. You'll see on what I'm saying on these predictions. I had a reading with Debbie today, and she told me 4/27 being my birthday, full moon supercharged to get whatever we put into the universe. Yes, 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 yes. So yes, I'm going to be talking about that too. And I will be doing a whole, Tuesday on the 4/27. But the super moon, yes, you can allow. Okay. Yes. Okay. Squirrel a little bit on there. Okay. So April, agriculture, Spirit still sees high food prices. Shortages, especially in grains, meat, chicken, and dairy. Not only from the storms, droughts, fires, but because of supply chain issues, transportation. I still see issues with the ports, trains, and ships. Okay, I'm still seeing transportation issues with that. I'm still seeing car pileups. I'm still seeing that there could be fog or a snowstorm or a rainstorm and car pileups. Okay, so transportation, please be careful. Slow down. If you can't see, slow down. Don't drive unless you have to, okay? April Spirit says about health that there could be, again, a new virus outbreak, which could be connected to our lungs, cough, immune system. Well, a lot of people could say, okay, that's COVID or that's the thing that's going on. No, I'm seeing a new one. And I feel like they're going to call it, SR 105. They're going to give it like a number. They're going to give it, like COVID-19. So they're going to give it a number, and that will be the one that I'm talking about. Not the bird flu, not this other virus that's been going around. I'm seeing another one where it could be really bad. Okay. But good news, because of focusing on AI, there could be a new breakthrough, a new invention to diagnose an illness sooner and where it is faster. So with this shifting and changes, we got to think positive too. And I'm not trying to be a Pollyanna here, but let's think positive and allow, these changes to come. Okay. So people are talking on here and I'm kind of looking. I got my veggie seed sprouting. Yay. Well, fantastic, Deb. I love that. So thanks, Kathy. There's 562 people. Hello, beautiful people. Okay. Now, natural, God, I can't even talk. Natural disasters and weather. Sorry, I still see some more tornadoes, which is happening. Dust storms, cyclones, Tornado Alley, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Nebraska, Missouri, and Arkansas. Spirit want me to write the states down, so they had me. Though I'm not saying they couldn't hit other ones, but those are the ones that they want me to focus on, okay? I'm also seeing other countries, India, Africa, Australia. Spirit shows me northern, eastern part of Australia and eastern side of Australia, where there could be these storms or cyclones or rainstorms or wind or that kind of thing. Okay. Yes, it seems early, if not full hurricane, then extreme winds, waves, flooding for the Gulf coast like Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, again, going up and over. So I'm seeing like the waves, I'm seeing the water, I'm seeing the wind, I'm seeing that kind of stuff. Hopefully it's not a hurricane or cyclone or whatever, or typhoon or whatever you guys call it. But like I was saying to you beautiful people before, water, 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 flooding, 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 flooding. So that could be water. I mean, my daughter's having snow and it's Minnesota. Flood, watering of all kinds, snow, hail, ice storms, and tsunami. Okay. All right. Someone says, I'm thankful that was your April Fool's joke. Thank you. Okay. I had a dream. No, I'm going to start doing vaudeville or whatever, not theater. But I had a dream. My ex-mother-in-law came in and she's like, remember when you married my son? We had tons of snow and I got married in the later part of April and we had a snowstorm in Minnesota because we had the reception at their home and our heels were getting dug and we got stuck. And she brought me this dream of that was going to be happening again. So tell my daughter, there's going to be a lot of snow, Debbie. There's going to be a lot of snow. There's going to be still snow. Doesn't mean that it piles up and it's going to be big, but it could be careful on the snowstorm, especially like Minnesota, North Dakota, Canada up there, you know, the Northeast states, that kind of stuff. So if it snows, please be careful. Please be careful. Okay. Where am I here? Again, going up and over. Okay, still see major waves, storms could hit the East Coast, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and yes, New Jersey and New York area. Okay, that again, they showed it to me in a dream. They show it to me in pictures. I ought to be in pictures. But anyways, they show it in pictures, and they were showing me flooding or waves hitting like New York City and New Jersey around there. And they were showing me the water, you know, like going down the streets, going down where all the big buildings are and there's water going in. So they were showing me that. So that doesn't mean it's just going to be April. It could be April, May, June. It could be coming in that way. Okay. Earthquakes, the Pacific Ring of Fire, like I've always been saying. Just 1 second. I'm going to stop for a second because someone said, Debbie, we could get 20 inches of snow at the end of April. Yes. And I feel like this is one of those years that it could be. Okay. It could be one of those years. All right. Okay. Earthquakes, the Pacific Ring of Fire, like I've been talking about. So in Indonesia, crossing Japan, the Philippines, the West Coast, North and South America could have some kind of movement, rumbling for sure. There's going to be a lot of rumbling going on. Okay. A whole lot of shaking going on. Okay. So there could be that. There's going to be that. I'm like, people can say, again, I can't say facts, but there's going to be a lot of shaking going on. And maybe it's smaller earthquakes, but I'm seeing it as like just rumble, rumble, rumble. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's like there's a pattern. It's like, oh, here it comes. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of pattern, like it's going up the West Coast. Now it's going over down there, and now it's by Japan or whatever. So, okay. Some kind of movement, rumbling for sure. But the places that could likely have action is, and I wrote this on here, Indonesia, Japan, Chile, Peru, Thailand. And remember, I wrote this in February and March. Okay. Thailand, Mexico, California. So they wanted me to write down the cities on some of these. California, Malibu area, Bakersfield and Lancaster, and San Francisco area. Alaska, because astrology wise, Uranus and Pluto alignment. So Alaska, I keep on seeing that in Alaska. Turkey and Greece, eruption or earthquake because of Pluto in Aquarius. They want me to write that down. I once heard Sylvia Brown say that life on Earth is a bad camping trip, and I tend to agree. Well, you know, I don't like the camping trip where you have to get up in the morning and it's too dewy and mildew. You know what I mean? And it's cold. I don't like that, but I like camping. Yeah. All right. Wildfires, sorry to say, I still see, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on a lot of these things, okay? More fires for California. Other high-risk places, again, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Australia, places like southeast area like South Wales and Victoria. I also see explosion or some kind of massive fire in a building in Melbourne. So they showed me this. I'm trying to read my writing because I wrote this, I think, in February. I saw, it doesn't mean it has to be Melbourne, but I was seeing like an explosion in Australia. We don't get Australia news, so if something like that happens, you beautiful people from Australia, please let me know. Okay. Where I was saying the high risk, for the wildfires, they had me also write down Tennessee and North Carolina and South Carolina, and we had, Carolinas have been having the fire. Just what Spirit showed me, this explosion of this mass building or whatever, like Melbourne or Sydney or something like that, where it's not just like a bloop bloop, it's a big one, okay? But like I predicted before, people show me people in Greece, Spain, and Italy, massive heat wave there, with numerous of people suffering for, fans and towels on the head and that kind of stuff. This could go on all summer long. Okay, so I also see blackouts because of the heat, or just major blackouts, and we need to turn the electric off because of the heat. Okay. And turn the electricity off to not so we don't start the fires. Like here, how they do it here in California. That's how they do it here in California. They turn off a lot, especially Spain, Greece, Australia, and and California. Volcano is the same as I've been predicting, like Indonesia, Japan, Mount Fuji, Philippines could be very active. Also Hawaii. Well, Hawaii's erupting again. It's like it's been erupting, but it's spewing out more than normal. Potential. Those are kind of more potential. We should keep an eye on volcanoes because of surprises. There could be a surprise like, ha-da-diddy, here we are. We were looking at that and we're over there. It's going on. Okay. So, of course, Italy, Mount Etna, Mount St. Helen, Washington, Mount Spur. I think that's how you say it, in Anchorage, Alaska. I would be surprised, and I hope I'm wrong, that we don't see a good eruption in the next 2 months. I'm going to say the next 2 to 3 months. I feel like it should be sooner than later, and I hope I'm wrong. But I keep on seeing the delays. I keep on seeing the ashes. I keep on seeing air flights because of the ashes. I'm seeing it, covering cities. So like if the one that happens in Alaska, I get it, it's way over there, but it could affect Vancouver, it could affect Canada, it could affect Washington and Washington State, Seattle. So maybe that's why I keep on seeing action over there. Okay. Isn't there a volcano in Yellowstone? Yes. And it was rumbling this last week, and this beautiful lady was saying that the whole bunch of bears were on the road, and they were thinking it was because of the slide. I was thinking that's just me, prediction. I think it was because of the rumbling. I really do. And I think animals are smarter. It's like, don't go there. There's some shaking going on over there. Be careful. Okay. So yeah. All right. This could also affect the trains. Okay. Excuse me. Well, maybe I can get through this. I don't know, through the hour. Okay. Talking about travel around April 8th, 13th, 14th, 25th, because remember, this is for the whole month of April. I do see more delays. I see mechanical failure. I also see because of high winds, floods, solar flares activity. So that's going to affect our communication, going to affect our aviation. It could be affecting our GPS, or there's a blackout. But I don't know if I say that or not. But I noticed that Elon Musk was like turning off some satellite things. So because on my phone, I'm like, why can't I get my weather? Why can't I get my weather? Why can't I get my weather? And they were saying that he was trying to turn off the other satellites and then use his satellites so that we use his satellites. He's trying to get those satellites down. So maybe that's what Spirit is trying to show me, that there could be a time where the communication is shut down. And I could see him saying, oh, this is how it would be if you don't keep me. You know what I mean? Shutting everything off. So, and that could be this month. or next month. Okay. Hope I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong. Tell it like it is, Debbie. We need to know. Okay. Yeah. You do with this information what you want. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, great. If you're thinking I'm full of, you know what? Great. Okay. I just want you to be prepared. I want you to be prepared. And it's okay to hide. It's okay to wrap yourself up and not to listen to a lot of this. Okay. Because I'm seeing the conflicts and the restrictions in Asia, Middle East, Eastern Europe, Taiwan, China. I also see, again, the ports. I feel like worldwide, this is not just of the States, I'm seeing worldwide ports either having strikes, conflicts, or whatever, okay? Conflicts of airlines, especially Europe and the US. If not a strike, there could be a major layoff, cutback, because the planes have been called in or people can't afford it, or they're afraid to fly, okay? It could be also because traffic controllers or airline stewardess strike or protest. And you're going to go, why are you going to strike or protest? Maybe because they are overworked because of layoffs. So I hope that makes sense. They were showing me that that spirit could be that there could be, okay, we're laying off because a lot of people aren't going to use the airlines because maybe there's a recall, or because of the stock market going down, and that kind of thing. So they're overworked. So they're laying off. Then the traffic controllers, the airline stewardess, people that are working at the airports, they're all like, what the frick? We can't handle this. So then there could be the protesting of that, of like, you're overworking us. And it could be a catch-22 kind of thing, where it's like they're laying off people, they're being overworked. The pilots are like, oh, I can't, and then causing even more incidents. So it just makes it worse and worse and worse. I hope this doesn't happen. I hope they get, hello, McFly, and go realize we can't do this, even though the stock market has gone down and it's crashed and people can't, whatever. So, or this will happen when the economy gets back up again, but they're just going to keep the same amount of people working at the airports or the airplanes. So this could be at the beginning right now, or this could be at the end when everything goes up again and they're like, oh, we've been doing it, we're okay with that. I would be surprised if this year there is no strike with the traffic controllers or stewardess or people that are working at the airports. See, where was I? Okay, but let's go back to delays because of weather. See, I was squirreling there. I even squirrel when I'm writing. Squirrel. Okay, so let's get back to the weather. Storms, winds, or fires in the U.S. I am showing from New York, Chicago, Texas, the Houston area, West Coast, LAX, and San Francisco. For delays because of trains, weather, structure issues, threats in Europe, like London, Paris, and Germany, and Amsterdam, okay? Because of conflicts or even because of monsoons. So it's going to be, they were showing me delays, not just because of weather, but there could be because of conflicts, okay? And monsoons, rain, or rerouting Asia, Japan, and China. Well, the rerouting, I keep on seeing this reroute. Oh, it's like, you need to go that way, you need to go that way. So it's either some airports being closed, like it was, which one was closed? London, right? The Heathrow, because of the fire or whatever. I'm seeing some more of that. Okay? I'm not exactly sure to the T why, but it could be because of a volcano, or it could be because of a conflict, or because of the strikes, something like that, or an accident, okay? Trains, careful. I want people, if you're on a train, the dates, and like I said, I'm just forewarning you, okay? So like if you're doing some kind of travel, the trains, I don't know why they kept on showing me trains. Trains, careful around, especially around Europe. Careful around April 7th through the 9th, the 13th and the 14th, and around the 25th, 26th, 27th-ish, okay? Can it change a day before and a day after? Yes, okay? Miscommunication, because they were saying there could be some kind of miscommunication, and it could be because there's a blackout, or the power went out, or the GPS went out, or something like that. but miscommunication, like a signal failure or derailment. Boy, I can't even talk. Okay. Ships. I want you to be careful with the seas, incidents mid-month, but more than the rest. Okay, so I'm seeing around the 13th and 14th. I'm seeing around the 19th for the ships. Okay, but not saying that it can't happen another day. All right. Okay. I got my butt's getting sore from sitting. Okay. I have been talking about ports, shippings for a while. And I noticed that other psychics, not at all, are talking or are focused on this because Spirit keeps on showing me this. So I need to talk about it or warn you. Okay. I keep on seeing ports worldwide, delays in cargo, trade routes because of weather, economics, labor shortage, conflicts, or disruption, shutdowns, explosions, protests, congestion. So the congestion that they were showing me, and I don't know if it's because of a weather thing or an incident or because of the protesting, they kept on showing me like COVID here in California. I don't know where you beautiful people are. They were showing me the ships waiting again. We were here when it was the COVID thing, and we'd go to the beach and we would see these big cargo ships here in Oxnard that were supposed to be for like LA, you know what I mean? Or Port Hueneme here. And it was like the whole ship was all lined up with all these cargo ships. And they showed me the same thing. So I don't know if it's going to be worldwide or if it's a certain place or a certain situation. Okay. Where's the Or it could even be a train issue, especially Europe and the UK area. Again, hope I'm wrong. Could have conflicts in the Suez Canal. Okay, Panama Canal. I'm seeing there could be some conflicts. Maybe because of the Blackstock taking something of that. I don't know. I don't know why they're showing me that. Middle East or China. Because of tariffs, supply chain. Shortage of electronics, metals, grains, food, which will affect not only China, Western Europe, but especially the U.S., more the East Coast than the West Coast. The Pacific Ocean, because of storms, waves, currents, and ship delays, also the Atlantic, but I'm seeing more in the Pacific. So there could be the ships, that kind of thing. I keep on seeing it. I'm probably going to say it again on here. Like I said, I keep on seeing volcano. I keep on seeing heavy waves. I'm seeing that monsoon. Like I said, water, water, water. So they're having me repeat it twice. So if they have me repeat it twice, usually that's major forewarning. Okay. So the major floods because of heavy rain, storms, spring storms, hurricanes, monsoon. I see the U.S. coast again, New York, New Jersey, Maine, Florida, Carolinas. Europe, I was showing UK, France, Germany. I'd get Germany's inward, but I'm seeing a storm or where it could be like a tornado or something because I'm seeing trees down there. Asia, Brazil, South America, the Amazon because of buildup of the rivers. So there could be a lot of rain, a lot of storms, and then the river overfloods and destroys some of the Amazon forest. Okay. I need to get a new car, Debbie. I hope that wasn't a bad idea. No, I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but I would try to get it sooner than later because I think the tariffs charge will be on there now. Probably should have gotten it until, because what's today, Tuesday? Thursday, the tariffs. So if you ordered a car, I've heard some people have ordered a car and they're hoping that it gets here before the tariffs gets all embedded, okay? Words worth it. Apparently, Nostradamus predicted earthquakes in the ocean, tsunami to Australia from New Zealand. Don't know when. See, and that's what I keep on seeing too. I didn't know that Nostradamus has predicted that. I don't know where that's at. If you can tell us where the book is or whatever, but I just keep on seeing this thing in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and I keep on seeing the tsunami and these big waves. And could it happen in the Atlantic? Yes, it could happen there too. Okay. Okay. Remember, I've been saying that even if we already are dealing with oil spills or contaminated water, like I was talking about before, I still see some more coming, especially U.S., China, Africa, or a major sewer plant failure or outbreak, okay, because of the sewer or the water's contaminated. Here we're getting contamination again, and the seals and the pelicans, and especially in San Diego. My friend lives down in San Diego, and she's like, it's really bad down there. They're all dying off because of this fungus, or the seaweed is getting rotted or something like that, and then they eat it, and then so no fishing on the coast here. No fishing. Don't eat the food. Funny, true, George. Oh, okay. Let's see. I also see Turkey having a water issue in the Middle East. Maybe not enough water in the Middle East or something like that. But I'm also seeing there could be an issue around Turkey. And maybe it's that they have an earthquake or something like that, and then they don't have any water. So that, to me, was not enough water, but I could be wrong. Sorry, but Spirit is saying they still see conflicts. Israel, Palestine, Russia, Ukraine could escalate more than ever this month. China and Taiwan could heat up more. Again, seeing China putting ships, submarines, air all around Taiwan and other countries, maybe even like Australia. I don't know if they're going to do something or they're trying to threaten them. Okay, they're trying to scare them. What Spirit is showing me, the month of April for Bitcoin will keep going up and then down. I just feel like it's just not I don't feel like a gain. If there is a gain, it will last for a day or two. It'll just go up and then boom, it's going to go down again. Okay. They also showed me, and I'm going to repeating this for a while, for Bitcoin, I would watch in June. I'd be really careful in June. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, and if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, You could talk to your financial advisor. But I'm seeing it here in April, and again, I'm seeing it in June. And I've told you, beautiful people, months ago, and even last year, March, April, maybe September, October, November. I still haven't figured out those months yet because Spirit's not showing me, because they're saying what we choose for April and June will foresee for what could happen in August, September, October, November, that kind of area. Okay. Where am I here? If a huge gain, okay, it goes down. Also now have been showing me a little downfall in August and April, bigger downfall in June, then back up again, could go back up again in maybe August, July, August kind of thing. Ethereum, I see the same, but I feel the energy around Ethereum down in April, down in June. And I feel like the government is somehow stopping Ethereum for something. I don't know if it's a law, if it's, I don't know if it's, I don't know that much about it. So if you're like, Debbie, you don't know what you're talking about, you're right. I don't. But that's what they were showing me. I'm seeing some vitality around that. I'm seeing the confusion around Ethereum where they're trying to make it so it doesn't split or make it worth more. Okay. Then possibly, again, good gains more in August or around July, August, but that could be a short gain. So if it goes down here in April, we could get a short gain in May, but then I see it going down again in June. So if you don't work, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Again, choices. I have to say that. But April, May, June, this is that kind of year we're having. Okay. I'm also worried around September, but we'll check on that more. Okay. I'm sweating, you guys, because I'm so sorry if you hear this fan a little bit. Okay. Okay. They're telling me I need to warn you that I was doing this again February, March. I just didn't do this right now. Okay, Spirit is wanting me to have you beautiful people to watch out the market now, tomorrow, the 4th. Okay, so this weekend, probably because of the tariff. Again, I wrote this in February, March. Around the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. And then again, around the last week of April, the 27th, 28th, 29th. Could it shift? Yes. So it's kind of like the weekends is what they're showing me. Their spirits, if there isn't a major shift in the economy, housing, shipping, or explosive or conflict, or a major earthquake or a volcano, something is going to make the world look up. So I'm going to say that again. If the market doesn't go down, if there isn't a big, huge volcano eruption, there's something, the shipping doesn't go off, the housing doesn't go down, there isn't a big conflict, and we're all like, yay, there's still going to be something to make us all look up and go, okay. Because I feel like they're trying to get us to be back in our power. They're trying to get us to connect together. They're trying to get us to, maybe if you're not religious, to pray together, vibrate together, meditate together, because two or more are powerful. And so this is the time to do the prayers. That's why I do Thursday. That's why I'm doing Thursday. It's not just to heal the body and heal, for prosperity and health and wealth and spirituality. I'm wanting to send these prayers to the world also. Can we do that? Yes, we can do that. Okay. And a lot of this, again, turn off the TV or whatever, but you can acknowledge it, but you don't need to accept it. Okay. So they said the world is going to look up. Something comes out of the woodwork. Okay. Something that's going to make us say, what the heck is going on? We're kind of doing that now, right? Again, I wrote this in February and March. Or it could happen in June and July. So maybe this is a forewarning. Maybe April is a foreshadowing, like if you're in the movie industry, it's foreshadowing. So it's foreshadowing what could happen in June or July. All right. Again, I hope I'm wrong. It is for us to come together into the collective. If you're feeling drained or, oh my God, not again feeling, or you're being, I can't do this, into the emotions of the world. So I understand if you can't help it. This is the time of acknowledging it, what is happening, but not having to accept it in your reality. You can say, oh, it's going on, but in my reality, I'm, eating the bonbons, watching the Hallmark thing. And I'm not saying to be naive, and I'm not saying to dig your head in the sand, because if you need to protect yourself, of course. But if it's like, if this is not affecting me, and let's pray together that everything works out okay. I'm not saying completely ignore it, but if there's there's nothing I can do, Debbie. Yes, we understand that. Spirit understands that. But collectively, we can. Praying and seeing, no, we're not accepting this. We want a higher vibration. I hope that makes sense. Okay? Time of acknowledging what is happening. Don't accept it in your reality. Acknowledge what is going on, but don't accept it unless you want to. Breathe and truly believe the universe, God, Buddha knows what it is doing for you. Okay, that it knows what it's doing for you. Okay, the U.S. economy, financial impact, stock market disruption, Pluto in Aquarius, radical financial shifts, possibly connected to AI, driving, trading, banking issue. Also, again, trying for more control over the digital currency. But the good news is technology stocks could dominate. Anything with AI, robotics, space, quantum computing industry could surge. There could be a jump either around this week or next week around political secrets being shown. I'm going to say that again. There could be a jump either around this week or next week. Could be even further into April. That there could be this major truth being shown around politics. And it doesn't mean it has to be the States. It could be Prince Charles. It could be, Putin. It could be in Europe, or it could be Canada. I would be really, really surprised if a lot of the secrets are not being shown. I feel like people are going, okay, time to show everybody. Time to show everybody. And it's starting now. It's starting from this day on. I'm going to say it's starting from the 4th, which when he's doing the tariff thing, but that's, I'm going to say from then on. Okay. And especially on the days that I was saying, like the full moon and the new moon and all that stuff. Okay. Sylvia's like, hit the like button if you haven't already. Much appreciated. Okay. There could be a jump around this week and next week around political secrets, major truths, shocking, where a huge amount of people do not want to hear or believe it is true. So if that happens, if there's this big major secret, it could be in a couple places. So say it's happening at the States, then I could see the conflict. I'm not saying it's going to be a civil war, but I could see like what's going on supposed to go on the 5th. I could see butting heads. I could see it fighting, It's like 1968. It's like the people fighting against each other. Okay. So again, please be careful. And, I just want you to be careful. Okay. Major truth, shocking, where a huge amount of people do not want to believe it. It could be so major that there could be a massive protest or fight like January 6th. I'm not saying it's January 6th, but in another form. So it's like, I'm seeing people just, I don't care, I'm going after this, whatever. And that's why I'm saying that the leaders, which I've been telling you beautiful people for a while, they need to be careful. All leaders need to be careful because there could be people going after them. I'm pissed off because of this. It could be someone that's in Canada going after our president, or someone from our states going after people in Canada. It could be really dumb that someone from here goes to Europe and get mad at Europe. I mean, it's just going to be crazy things that could be happening. It's like, what are you doing? But because the reason I'm saying that is, and I want people to be careful. If you have, if you know someone that's bipolar, if you know someone that is, Asperger's, it has, their moods go in and out, or they're drinking and they get really mean, or they're angry all the time, or this is not the month to be drinking. This is not the month to be like, I'm just going to ignore this self, because it's going to get worse. If you know people that are going through this mentally, please get them help, or please talk to them. Okay. If you know people that, are not feeling good and they're wanting to harm themselves, please call up a line. Please go over there and talk to them. I don't care if it's your neighbor or if it's older people. It's like, I'm worried because I'm still seeing, unfortunately, I'm still seeing delays. I'm not saying that they're taking it away, but I can see delays in Social Security, the Medicare, medical things. So if you're like really living off of, some government pays, and I'm seeing a lot more layoffs going off, government workers, federal workers, things like that. I'm seeing a lot more layoffs, okay? I'm not saying that you can't down the road bring it back because you might be able to protest it or say it's against the law or things like that. So mentally, a lot of people are not in their right mind right now because they're upset, they're pissed, they're probably drinking, maybe doing a drug. And plus, it's in the air, what people would say astrology-wise or planet-wise or whatever. It's like, I'm mad. You know what I mean? If you are, please call on someone if you're feeling this too. Okay? Okay? Okay, so I'm just seeing what people are saying in here. Jeff, huge sways of energy and such to come. Yes, it's gonna be. Debbie, we're going on a casino adventure in Reno this month. Have to drink beer. Well, yeah, I mean, do that. I mean, if you're a person that drinks and it's good, then great. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, it's terrible for the families that are in a bind. I mean, I've been doing some readings and people are like, oh, I'm like, save. That's why I've been trying to tell you guys beforehand. It's like, save. Hopefully you're not from paycheck to paycheck. And even if it doesn't happen, save that money because it might happen again in June. Okay. So this, whatever I'm talking about, I'm probably going to repeat, rinse, and save for June. Okay. So, if it doesn't affect you now, it might affect you in June. Okay. Whew, take a breath. Georgie Moon. I picked the wrong day to give up cocaine. No one's trigger, and those are yours around you. Yes. Wouldn't that be so wonderful if we did get payments? Yes. But I don't know if you beautiful people heard that some people on their Social Security, they overpaid them. And so instead of saying, give us the money back, they're just not going to give them a check until, and it could have been that they overpaid them for a year or years. And so say they overpaid you $5,000, they're going to not give you a check until that $5,000 is accounted for, and then they'll give you a check. So that could be 5 months. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and they're shutting down the Social Security offices. They're doing things on the computer. So even if you're like, where's my check? Where I want to get my Social Security now. It's like, where am I going to do it? Because they're closing down things. They're trying to control it. So I think with major people protesting, that kind of thing, saying, hey, no, you can't do this. Of course, the government, the senators and all that stuff need to fight for us again. But like I said, we're going through the rinse cycle right now. We're getting washed. Okay. We're getting washed. And again, connect to what gives you security. If it's eating bonbons and ice creams right now and cookie dough, go for it. You know what I mean? Don't worry about that 5 pounds. It's like, if it makes you feel secure, go for it. Okay. The doctors are like, no, Debbie. Okay. Like I said, I hope I'm wrong. It could be protesting again happening on the 5th that I see, because I see the government also getting in the way of like the cryptos, like Ethereum. So, which could affect the growth of Ethereum, because I'm seeing the government going into that. Okay. So just be in the lookout, not saying to sell it, just might not rise as high, or they're going to interfere and it could go down and then go up again. These protests and conflicts could also affect the rest of the world. Please be safe and I feel with the full moon, April 13th of 2025 is in Libra. And I will do, I think next week I'm doing your guys' astrology. It's not going to be such a long thing, but I'm still going to do a couple predictions in the beginning, and then I'll do each sign. I think that's what I got for next week, because I've already written a bunch of this stuff up. Okay. All right. Libra is ruled by Venus, which governs money, contracts, partnerships, air flights, delays. I'm seeing that there could even be a meteorite that falls, okay, and an explosion like a firework or a bomb or a missile that I'm even seeing that they could even hit a plane, like a missile or something hitting a plane. Again, plane accidents. So it's a bunch of the plane. Okay. I don't understand the payments. Shouldn't it be done it shouldn't be done that way. Yeah, I agree. Thanks, Kathy. 818 people. Hello, beautiful people. Okay. There could be, like I said, I'm seeing things in the air falling down. Sorry, you guys, I'm still seeing the bombs. I'm still seeing the missiles, and I'm seeing that it could hit the airplane. There could be a major financial shift related to international trades, the tariffs, of course, diplomatic agreements, or a major financial scandal. There could be a financial scandal that we hear about, or a major secret showing that there was some manipulation around the market or politics, even a secret around banking. Or there is a new legal ruling that could affect the stock market or banking and scare people. So I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just warning you. So they said if there's this scare, then the people could make the market crash because they're all going to the bank. You know, there's a run. You know how they call it? It's a run. You know, like in the Depression era, where what was it? The president, not Roosevelt, the one before. Oh my God, I'm blanking out. Sorry. But he did the same thing with the tariffs, and then there was a run because everybody's like, I want my money. And they're like, no, it's in that house, and it's in that house. Like, it's a Wonderful Life, right? So I'm thinking I'm saying this, Spirit wants me to say this to you, to not scare you, that it can get back up again, not to do the run, but that's your choice, okay? People are like, well, what about our banking? Because of the run that happened in the Depression, you know, we've got insurance. Oh my God, I can't talk. We got insurance around the banks. Catherine just gave me $20. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate you I'm giving you guys a lot of information, and I appreciate the donation. If you guys want to donate, please donate on here, or even go to my website, psychicdebbie.com, and go to the donation, because I am giving you a lot of free information, and I appreciate that. If you can't afford it, please share, like, and comment, okay? Please share, like, and comment, okay? Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate it. Okay, a secret around banking, illegal rulings, so there could be a run. Okay, so I'm going to bring in some positive news. We finally have a peace agreement that Ukraine, okay, is not conflicting, or that the U.S. and China all of a sudden were. I'm not seeing it right now, but it can change. Maybe because of all of us complaining and going, no, 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 we're not putting up with it. Then they have to have this peace. We're not going to accept anything unless there's this peace, and that there is no conflicts, and that there is no war. Okay. Thanks, Kathy. She says, appreciate you. Website for Debbie. Here, I'm going to put my website up on here. It's psychicdebbie.com. Okay. And then you can go to the donation place. If we truly communicate and finally be in agreement with what we want and finally know that war and conflict is not the answer, fingers crossed, we can pray, protest that this changes. And Spirit showed me that. They showed me that. They said if we are in the collective and we go together and with prayer and meditation and the protesting, we can change this. We can change this. Okay. Jing San just gave me $9.99. Thank you, Jing San. I appreciate you. Thank you. So $9.99. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Also, if you're working in the spiritual realm, legal, counseling, health, or financial area, you can expect more clients, growth, or prosperity. And this could be even around stocks. This could be even around the cryptos. So anything, if you're working in the spiritual realm, legal, counseling, any health, financial area, you can expect growth, prosperity, because people are going to go to you. Again, I'm going to say this to you. I have said this to people that I've done readings for. If you're wanting to start doing spiritual work, whatever, and I'm not saying just put the sign up and, people are going to run to you. But if you're wanting to connect to the spiritual realm, you're wanting to all of a sudden do healings, you're wanting to do spiritual work, you're wanting to do tarot cards, you're wanting to be creative, helping healing people in many factors, this is the time to start working the business. This is the time, because you're going to thank me. You're going to really thank me in 2027 and 2028, where you're like, I created this foundation because Debbie said, da, 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 da. Again, your choice, but you're going to thank me because mark my word, in 2027, 2028, people are going to be rushing, and not even now, to be working in the spiritual realm because of all this that's going on. And we're like, nope, I'm done with this. I want to go into the other vibration. I want to be in a higher positive space. And like I said, we can quantum jump because there is no time. This is it all in one time. Do you know what I mean? I have to say it that way because otherwise you wouldn't understand. Okay. Okay. So also the full moon in Libra is in that sign. Again, connected to tornadoes. So be careful with air flights, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Northeast, Midwest, Canada. There could also be an airstrike, birds or cabin pressure lost in an airplane, because they showed me the mask, those yellow masks falling down. So I even wrote down stop and breathe right now. Okay, so Spirit told me to I'm neutral in politics. This information that I'm going to be telling you next, it's neutral. They want me to write this. Don't say I'm this or for that, okay? Okay, so don't shoot the messenger. That's what I'm going to say, okay? The president could be extremely affected by this full moon around his health, stress, heart attack, a fall, or kidneys. Remember, I wrote this in February and March, not now. It could also be something said about him that could affect how people perceive him. So maybe there's a big truth that comes out. Maybe there's a video of him or something. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. It could be a legal situation, they're telling me, or a crisis or a situation that he has to face. Okay. And that he's like, or him having to go to the hospital because of the stress, weakness, or needs much needed rest. I feel like it could be a heart attack. I feel like it could be a stroke, or it could be around his kidneys. Again, I'm not a doctor. Entertainment only. Okay. Okay. So the new moon. So now for the new moon, April 27th, could also have a huge effect on the president. The new moon could majorly affect his power, his wealth, or conflict. He could be facing legal issues, international issues, finances, cold case, taxes, or even a debt. Or, like I said, he has to be careful this month. He's got to be careful this whole year of that someone doesn't assassinate him or try to harm him or his family. Or, like I said, there could be that plane thing. Again, needs to be extra careful with his health. This could be an accident. Careful with flying, traveling, because a health issue, especially if he receives issues earlier in the month. So someone said that he was sick before. I didn't see that, but I don't know if that's happened before. Spirit says this could be a critical time, late April into the first 2 weeks of May. If something does happen in the U.S. market, could have a short-term shock. People wigging out all over the place, and they might even try to hide from the U.S. or, again, do a run, okay? Then I could see gold and silver and Bitcoin going way up, okay? Again, major riot and civil rights. So if something happens to him, assassination or health or an accident, it's going to affect our economy big time, big time. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Australia. They wanted me to write about Australia. I'm on my last page, so I'm going to be done here pretty soon. Australia, April could bring more or new financial policy laws affecting mining, exports, port issues, and currency fluctuation up and down. So Australia, that financial policies, laws affecting mining and exports is going to be a big thing for you guys. Europe, economic not being stable. Oh my God. In some countries because of power shifts, leader change, being attacked, and banking changes. That's what I'm seeing for Europe. Okay. Canada, there will be more or new laws around the real estate, tax-driven industry, good or bad. Also, a huge financial shift around oil, natural resources, and careful with shipping and ports also. We could have an issue with China, trade war, or because China goes after Taiwan. North Korea might do more missile testing, again, to us, the U.S. These are just warnings, acknowledging, but don't accept it. Pray, be in a space that makes you feel secure, call on the angels, and relax. Okay, so North Korea, I'm seeing them trying to threaten us or sending a missile, not only just to us, Canada, other countries, because it's almost like they're, I know this sounds really weird and people are going to go, really, Debbie? But I do. I'm seeing North Korea going, I'm not getting enough attention here, so I want some more attention. So let's do a missile, that kind of stupid stuff. So, yeah. So I am done. Whew. So please, 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 if you can't donate, like I said, psychicdebbie.com or on here, please share, like, and comment for me. Even if it's just butterflies or even if it's, I don't care, you know what I mean? It helps me a lot. It helps me a lot so that I can do this continuously. Because otherwise, I can't do it anymore. Just kidding. Okay. I want to give you beautiful, beautiful people's blessings and smiles. Like I said, please, I'd love to see you beautiful people this Thursday for the healing for the world, healing for you, your family, because we're going to be talking to Archangel Azrael. Next Tuesday, I feel like I'm going to be doing your guys' signs. I will still do some, but it's not going to be this long, okay? And then maybe the next week it will be long again, all right? So I want to give you beautiful, beautiful smiles. Is it next week that I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I wrote up so many shows. I'm sorry. I might have mixed it. I don't know. But I want to give you beautiful people's blessings and smiles. And I'd love to see you on Thursday. And until next time, bye-bye.